Godzilla vs. Kong star Kaylee Hottle dead after a sudden accident. She was just 18 years old. Kaylee was deaf and came from a multi-generational deaf family. Her dad sharing the news in an emotional live stream using American Sign Language.
Many fans are talking about emotional reports surrounding Godzilla vs. Kong star Kaylee Hottle after claims surfaced that she has built an impressive fortune that left her family in tears. According to the latest reports, her growing success and financial achievements have become an emotional milestone for those closest to her, sparking widespread attention online. So, what helped Kaylee Hottle achieve such remarkable success at a young age? And why has news about her fortune brought such a powerful emotional reaction from her family? Kaylee Hottle's early life and acting journey. Kaylee Hottle is an American actress who became known around the world for playing Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong in 2021 and later returned in Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire in 2024. Even though she entered Hollywood at a young age, her story is much more than acting. It is a story of determination, family support, and staying true to who she is. Her success showed that deaf actors can take on important roles in major movies and connect with audiences everywhere through powerful performances rather than spoken words. Kaylee was born on March 17, 2008, in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. She was born into a family where deafness was a normal part of everyday life. Both of her parents are deaf, and her father's family includes 4 generations of deaf relatives. Because everyone around her used American Sign Language, ASL, she learned it naturally from childhood. ASL became her first language and the main way she communicated with her family, friends, and later with people in the entertainment industry. Growing up in a deaf family helped Kaylee develop confidence from an early age. She never saw being deaf as something that limited her dreams. Instead, it became an important part of her identity. Her parents encouraged her to believe in herself and taught her that she could succeed in any career she wanted if she worked hard. Their love and support gave her the confidence to take on new opportunities without fear. As a child, Kaylee enjoyed learning, making friends, and taking part in activities with other deaf children. She later attended the Texas School for the Deaf in Austin, where she balanced her education with sports and creative activities. She was active in track and field and enjoyed representing her school. Her time there helped her grow not only as a student, but also as a confident young person who proudly represented the deaf community. Before appearing in movies, Kaylee began in commercials and public service projects. One of her early appearances was in a 2017 commercial for Convo, a video relay service that helps deaf people communicate through sign language interpreters. She also appeared in projects that encouraged equal rights and better understanding for deaf children and adults. These early experiences helped her become comfortable in front of cameras, while also supporting causes that were important to her community. Her journey into acting happened almost by chance. People working in the film industry saw her natural screen presence while watching one of her commercials. Casting professionals believed she was the perfect person for the role of Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong. Even though Kaylee had never acted in a major film before, she impressed everyone during the casting process. Her natural expressions, confidence, and signing ability made her stand out from other candidates. Landing the role of Gia was a life-changing moment. Gia is a deaf orphan who shares a special bond with Kong. Because Kaylee herself is deaf and fluent in ASL, she brought real emotion and authenticity to the character. Instead of pretending to understand deaf culture, she lived it every day. This made her performance feel honest and believable, helping audiences connect deeply with Gia's story. Working on such a large movie was a new experience for Kaylee. She had to act in scenes filled with green screens and computer-generated creatures. Since Kong was created later, using visual effects, Kaylee often had to imagine that he was standing in front of her. This required concentration, creativity, and trust in the filmmakers. Despite her young age, she handled these challenges with professionalism and impressed both the cast and crew. After the success of Godzilla vs. Kong in 2021, Kaylee quickly became recognized by movie fans around the world. Many people praised her performance because it brought authentic deaf representation to one of Hollywood's biggest film franchises. Her success inspired many deaf children who dreamed of acting, proving that they could achieve the same goals without changing who they were. With only a few acting credits, she had already established herself as one of Hollywood's most promising young performers and an important voice for greater inclusion in the film industry. How did a young actress with no major film experience land one of the most important roles in Godzilla vs. Kong? What happened during the casting process that changed Kaylee Hottle's life forever? Let's find out. Kaylee Hottle. Breakthrough. Kaylee Hottle's biggest career moment came when she was chosen to play Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong. Before this movie, she had not appeared in any major films. Even though she was new to acting, she impressed the filmmakers with her natural talent, confidence, and ability to express emotions without saying many words. Her performance helped make Gia one of the most memorable characters in the movie. The search for the right actress was very important because Gia was not an ordinary role. The character is a young deaf girl who has a very close connection with Kong. The filmmakers wanted someone who could truly understand the character's experiences instead of pretending to be deaf. They believed that hiring a deaf actress would make the story more real and respectful. This decision led them to Kaylee Hottle. Since communication through sign language was already a natural part of her life, she was able to bring honesty and real emotion to the role. The casting team saw that she did not need to force her performance because many parts of Gia's life reflected her own experiences. During the audition process, Kaylee showed that she could express deep feelings through her facial expressions, body language, and signing. Acting is not only about speaking lines. It is also about showing emotions in ways that make audiences understand what a character is feeling. Kaylee demonstrated this ability from the beginning, making a strong impression on the people choosing the cast. Director Adam Wingard and the production team wanted Gia to become the emotional heart of the movie. Although Godzilla vs. Kong is filled with giant monster battles, exciting action, and impressive special effects, the filmmakers knew the audience also needed characters they could care about. Gia's friendship with Kong gave the story warmth, kindness, and emotional depth. Kaylee's performance made that relationship feel believable. One of the biggest challenges of filming Godzilla vs. Kong was that Kong was created with computer-generated imagery, also known as CGI. During filming, Kaylee was often acting with stand-ins, markers, or empty spaces instead of a real giant ape. This required a great deal of imagination. She had to react as if Kong were standing right in front of her, even though he would only be added later by visual effects artists. Despite this challenge, Kaylee delivered a performance that felt natural and emotional. Viewers believed that Gia truly cared about Kong and that Kong trusted her. Their connection became one of the strongest parts of the movie. Many fans said that the scenes between Gia and Kong were among the most touching moments in the film. Kaylee also worked closely with actress Rebecca Hall, who played Dr. Eileen Andrews, Gia's adoptive mother. Together, they created a caring family relationship that helped audiences understand Gia's life before the adventure began. Their scenes showed love, trust, and support, making the characters feel like a real family. Another important part of Kaylee's breakthrough role was the movie's use of American Sign Language. Instead of treating sign language as something unusual, the film presented it as a normal and meaningful way to communicate. Kong even learned simple signs to communicate with Gia, creating a unique bond that many viewers found unforgettable. This choice also introduced many people around the world to ASL and increased awareness of deaf culture. When Godzilla vs. Kong was released in 2021, Kaylee's performance received praise from both critics and audiences. Many reviews highlighted her emotional acting and noted that she stood out even in a movie filled with huge monsters and action scenes. For a young actress making her first major film appearance, this was an impressive achievement. The success of the movie opened new opportunities for Kaylee Hottle. She quickly became recognized as a talented young actress with a bright future. Her role also showed Hollywood that deaf actors can play important characters in major blockbuster films. Many people viewed her success as a positive step toward greater inclusion and better representation in the entertainment industry. Looking back, Kaylee's breakthrough did not happen because of luck alone. She earned the role through her talent, authenticity, and ability to connect with the character in a genuine way. Her performance proved that powerful acting does not always depend on spoken words. Through her expressions, sign language, and emotional presence, she helped create one of the most memorable human stories in Godzilla vs. Kong. However, her journey from a young girl with no major film experience to a standout star in a worldwide blockbuster continues to inspire aspiring actors, especially those in the deaf community, to believe that their unique abilities can lead to remarkable opportunities. What made Kaylee Hottle the perfect choice to play the unforgettable character Gia? How did Kaylee Hottle's powerful performance make Gia the emotional heart of Godzilla vs. Kong? Let's take a closer look. Playing Gia's role. Playing Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong became the role that introduced Kaylee Hottle to millions of people around the world. Even though it was her first major movie, she gave a performance that felt natural, emotional, and unforgettable. Her character did not need long speeches or dramatic scenes to make an impact. Instead, Gia connected with viewers through her expressions, actions, and the deep love she showed for the people around her. Audiences quickly became attached to her because she brought warmth, kindness, courage, and hope to the story. Gia is a young orphan who lives on Skull Island under the care of Dr. Eileen Andrews. She is the last known survivor of the Iwi people, a peaceful community with a close connection to Kong. From the beginning of the movie, it is clear that Gia shares a special bond with the giant ape. She understands him in ways that no one else can. Their friendship is built on trust, respect, and care, instead of fear. This relationship became one of the most touching parts of the film and gave the action-filled story a strong emotional center. One of the reasons Kaylee's performance stood out was the way she used American Sign Language to communicate with Kong and the people around her. Since Kaylee is deaf in real life, she brought real-life experience to the role. Instead of pretending to understand the challenges of a deaf character, she simply lived the role naturally. This made Gia feel genuine and believable. Many deaf viewers were happy to see authentic representation in such a big Hollywood movie, while hearing audiences also appreciated learning that meaningful communication can happen in many different ways. The friendship between Gia and Kong became one of the strongest emotional parts of Godzilla vs. Kong. Kong was shown as a powerful creature capable of incredible strength, but when he was with Gia, another side of his personality appeared. He became gentle, protective, and caring. Gia trusted Kong completely, and Kong trusted her in return. Their relationship reminded viewers that friendship can grow through kindness, patience, and understanding, even between two very different beings. Throughout the movie, Gia showed remarkable bravery. She often found herself in dangerous situations involving giant monsters, yet she remained calm and determined. Instead of giving in to fear, she focused on helping those she cared about. Her courage was not shown through fighting or using weapons. It came from her willingness to stand by Kong and support the people around her even when the risks were high. This quiet bravery made her an inspiring character for children and adults alike. Kaylee also impressed audiences because she expressed powerful emotions without relying on spoken dialogue. Through facial expressions, body language, and sign language, she showed happiness, sadness, fear, excitement, and hope. Every emotion felt honest, making it easy for viewers to understand what Gia was feeling. This demonstrated that great acting is not only about speaking lines, but also about connecting emotionally with an audience. Critics and movie fans praised Kaylee for bringing heart to a film filled with giant monster battles and spectacular visual effects. While the movie featured exciting fights between Godzilla and Kong, many viewers remembered the quieter scenes between Gia and Kong the most. These moments gave the story balance and reminded audiences that emotional connections are just as important as action and adventure. Kaylee's role also had a positive impact beyond entertainment. Her performance helped increase awareness of deaf culture and showed that deaf actors can play important roles in major Hollywood productions. Many young deaf children finally saw someone like themselves on the big screen, giving them confidence that they too could follow their dreams. Her success encouraged conversations about better representation and more opportunities for actors with disabilities. The popularity of Gia continued after the release of Godzilla vs. Kong. Fans often mentioned her as one of their favorite characters because she added warmth and humanity to the story. Her scenes with Kong were widely shared online, and many viewers described them as the emotional heart of the movie. The character proved that, even in a film about giant monsters, a simple story about friendship and trust could leave the strongest impression. Kaylee Hottle's performance as Gia became a breakthrough moment in her acting career. She showed confidence, talent, and emotional depth despite being new to major films. Her work earned praise from audiences around the world and opened the door to more opportunities in the entertainment industry. By bringing honesty and kindness to the role, she created a character that people continue to remember long after the movie ended. How did Kaylee Hottle build a successful acting career after becoming a Monsterverse star? What makes Kaylee Hottle's journey beyond the Monsterverse so inspiring? Let's explore further. Acting beyond Monsterverse. After becoming widely known for playing Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong, Kaylee Hottle continued to build her acting career with confidence. Her performance introduced her to audiences around the world and showed that she had the talent to take on meaningful roles. Even though the Monsterverse gave her a strong start, it was only one part of her journey as an actress. One of the reasons people admired Kaylee's performance was the natural way she expressed emotions. She was able to tell a powerful story without relying on spoken words. Instead, she used American Sign Language, facial expressions, and body language to bring her character to life. Her work proved that acting is much more than speaking lines. It is about making people feel connected to a character and understanding their emotions. Returning for another major movie showed that Kaylee was more than a one-time success. She had earned the trust of filmmakers, producers, and audiences. It also gave her another chance to show how much she had grown as a performer. With more experience and confidence, she continued to deliver an honest and believable performance. Outside the Monsterverse, many people believe Kaylee has the ability to succeed in many different types of films and television shows. Her acting style allows her to fit into family movies, dramas, adventures, and even inspiring true stories. Casting directors have seen that she brings real emotion to every scene, making her an attractive choice for future projects. Kaylee's growing career is also important because she represents greater inclusion in Hollywood. As a deaf actress, she has helped show that talented performers with disabilities deserve equal opportunities. Her success encourages movie studios to create more roles for deaf actors and to tell stories that include people from different backgrounds and experiences. Many young deaf children and their families see Kaylee as a role model. Watching someone who communicates through sign language appear in major Hollywood movies gives them confidence that they can also follow their dreams. Her success sends a powerful message that talent should always matter more than limitations. As her career continues, Kaylee is expected to receive opportunities beyond acting as well. She may become involved in public speaking, advocacy, charity work, or projects that promote accessibility and equal representation. Many actors use their popularity to support causes they care about, and Kaylee has already become an inspiring figure for many people in the deaf community. Her growing popularity has also brought attention from media outlets, entertainment organizations, and fans across the world. Interviews, public appearances, and film events have allowed audiences to learn more about her personality and her passion for acting. People often describe her as friendly, hardworking, and dedicated to improving her craft. Although acting is an important part of her life, Kaylee has continued to focus on personal growth as well. Like many young performers, she balances her career with education, family life, and everyday experiences. Staying connected to her family has helped her remain grounded despite the attention that comes with starring in successful films. As she gains more experience, Kaylee will likely continue learning from directors, fellow actors, and new creative teams. Every project allows her to develop new skills and become a more versatile performer. This steady growth is common among successful actors who continue building long careers in the entertainment industry. Technology and streaming services have also created more opportunities for actors than ever before. Movies, television series, and streaming platforms are constantly searching for fresh talent and unique stories. This changing entertainment landscape may provide Kaylee with even more chances to appear in productions that reach audiences around the world. Her influence extends beyond entertainment because she helps increase awareness about deaf culture and sign language. Many viewers who watched her performances became more interested in learning about deaf communication and the importance of accessibility. In this way, her acting has helped start conversations that reach far beyond the movie screen. Looking ahead, Kaylee Hottle's future appears full of possibilities. She has already shown that she can carry emotional scenes in major blockbuster films while connecting with audiences of all ages. Whether she continues appearing in large action movies, explores smaller dramatic roles, or takes on completely new challenges, she has built a strong foundation for a lasting career. Life beyond the Monsterverse offers many exciting paths for Kaylee. With her natural talent, determination, and growing experience, she has the opportunity to continue inspiring audiences while opening doors for future generations of deaf actors. Every new role gives her another chance to entertain, represent her community, and prove that great performances come from dedication, passion, and authenticity, rather than the ability to hear or speak. What awards did she receive? Did she make any impact in people's lives? Let's find out. The tragic death of Kaylee Hottle. Kaylee Hottle passed away after a single-vehicle road accident in Igemsville, Maryland, on July 21, 2026, when she was 18 years old. The tragic crash shocked her family, friends, co-stars, and many fans who had followed her acting career. Although her time in the entertainment industry was short, she had already made a lasting impression through her performances and her support for the deaf community. According to reports, Kaylee was one of 3 people traveling in the vehicle at the time of the accident. The vehicle reportedly left the road and crashed into a culvert. Emergency deputies arrived at the scene at about 2:52 a.m. after receiving reports of the collision. The driver suffered injuries that were not considered life-threatening, while the other passenger chose not to receive medical treatment. Authorities later said that excessive speed was believed to have played a role in the crash. Investigators examined the accident scene to understand exactly what happened. While they continued gathering information, early findings suggested that driving too fast may have caused the driver to lose control of the vehicle before it left the roadway. Because Kaylee's injuries were very serious, emergency responders arranged for her to be flown by Maryland State Police helicopter to the R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center for urgent medical care. Despite the efforts of medical professionals, she could not be saved. Doctors later confirmed that she had died after arriving at the hospital. News of her death spread quickly after her father shared the heartbreaking announcement in a video posted on Facebook. His emotional message touched many people who had followed Kaylee's career and admired her achievements. While speaking about his daughter, he expressed both love and sadness, saying that he was grateful for the 18 years they had together and wished they could have shared many more. His words reflected the deep pain felt by her family and everyone who knew her. On July 22, 2026, officials confirmed Kaylee's cause of death. Medical examiners reported that she died from multiple blunt force injuries received during the crash. They also ruled that her death was an accident, meaning there was no evidence that it resulted from any intentional act. This official finding provided clear information about the circumstances surrounding the tragedy. Following the announcement of her death, many people in the entertainment industry shared messages of sympathy and remembrance. Several of her former co-stars posted heartfelt tributes on social media. Rebecca Hall, Dan Stevens, and Millie Bobby Brown each honored Kaylee by remembering her kindness, talent, and positive spirit. Their messages showed how much she was respected by the people who had worked closely with her. Actress, author, and deaf advocate Marlee Matlin also paid tribute to Kaylee. As one of the most recognized deaf performers in the world, Matlin's message carried special meaning. She acknowledged Kaylee's achievements and recognized the difference she had made for deaf representation in film and television. Her tribute reflected the strong connection within the deaf community and the importance of supporting young deaf actors. Legendary Entertainment, the production company behind the Godzilla films in which Kaylee appeared, also shared a public message honoring her memory. The company thanked her for the joy and talent she brought to the screen and expressed sympathy to her family, friends, and everyone affected by her passing. The tribute highlighted how much she had contributed to the success of the films despite being early in her career. Kaylee was remembered not only as a talented young actress, but also as someone who proudly represented the deaf community. Terry Devine, an associate director at the Royal National Institute for Deaf People, described her as a passionate supporter of deaf people and deaf actors working in Hollywood. This recognition reflected Kaylee's commitment to encouraging greater inclusion and equal opportunities in the entertainment industry. Although her life ended far too soon, Kaylee Hottle's work continues to inspire many people. Through her performances, her advocacy, and the example she set for young deaf performers, she showed that talent and determination can open doors and create lasting change. Her memory continues to live on through the people she inspired, the films she appeared in, and the many tributes shared in her honor. Her career continues to be a powerful example of how inclusion benefits both the entertainment industry and the audiences who enjoy its stories. So, what's Kaylee Hottle's source of income? And what is her net worth? Let's find out. Kaylee Hottle earnings and net worth. Kaylee Hottle earned most of her income through her acting career. Her breakthrough role as Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong introduced her to audiences around the world and helped launch her career in Hollywood. Fans and critics praised her performance because she brought real emotion and authenticity to the character. The movie became a major global success, earning hundreds of millions of dollars at the worldwide box office. Although the studio has never revealed how much Kaylee was paid for her role, young actors in large Hollywood productions can receive good salaries based on the importance of their character, their experience, and the terms of their contracts. Since Gia was one of the movie's key characters, it is reasonable to believe that the film provided Kaylee with a solid financial beginning. Her earnings from Godzilla vs. Kong were likely only the first step in building her career. As her reputation grew, she became more likely to receive offers for additional roles in movies, television series, and streaming productions. The entertainment industry has been making greater efforts to include actors from different backgrounds and to present authentic stories. This has created more opportunities for deaf performers to appear in meaningful roles. Because Kaylee communicates through American Sign Language and demonstrated strong acting ability, she was well placed to continue building a successful career through projects that value inclusion and genuine representation. Public appearances also had the potential to become another source of income. Actors who gain recognition are often invited to attend movie premieres, fan conventions, award shows, media interviews, and other entertainment events. While some appearances are simply promotional and unpaid, others include appearance fees, paid travel, accommodation, or other benefits. Taking part in these events also helps actors connect with their supporters, meet professionals in the entertainment industry, and increase their public visibility, which can lead to even more career opportunities. As her career continued to grow, brand partnerships could also have become an important way to earn income. Many companies enjoy working with young actors who have a positive public image and inspire audiences. Kaylee could have worked with brands connected to fashion, education, technology, family products, or accessibility services. She also had the opportunity to partner with organizations that support deaf people and promote equal opportunities. These partnerships can provide financial rewards while allowing public figures to support causes that are meaningful to them. Social media has become another important source of income for many actors and entertainers. Sponsored posts, brand promotions, and online advertising campaigns often provide extra earnings beyond acting work. Although Kaylee kept much of her private life away from public attention, a larger social media audience could have opened the door to more collaborations with trusted companies. As an actor's popularity grows, Businesses often become interested in working with them to reach wider audiences. Many websites have tried to estimate Kaylee Hottle's personal wealth, but no official financial records have ever been released to the public. Because of this, any reported figures should be viewed as estimates rather than confirmed facts. Several celebrity wealth websites estimated that her net worth at the time of her death was between $100,000 and $300,000. But these figures were never officially confirmed by Kaylee, her family, or her representatives. So, what do you think about Kaylee Hottle's fortune? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.